Good morning, sir. I am Manisha Vyag with my team member Muskan Batra, Poonam Jain, Shubhi Sharma. We all are here to give our presentation on the topic of concept and theories of leadership. So first we discuss about that what is leadership. So the leadership is the ability of an individual or a group of an individual to influence and guide the followers or the other member of the organization. Manager are the people who do the things right, while leader are the people who do the right things. There are also some concept of leadership. So the first is leadership is defined as a relationship in which one person influences the other person work together to reach a desirable level of achievement. If there is a no follower, there is a no leader. Leadership is a process by which executive or a manager help their workers and guide them so that they achieve their goal or objective efficiently that satisfy the employees and their organization both.
Hello everyone, my name is Muskan Batra, and now in that topic we will cover some of the theories that comes under this leadership. So the first theory we will cover about is trait theory. Trait theory is a psychology in the trait theory is an approach to the human personality. Trait theories are primarily interested in the measurements of traits which can be divided, or when we can say which can be defined in the patterns of behavior, thoughts and emotions of a particular human. With that, there are several items that covers in this trait theory, that is intelligence, self-motivations, the desire to lead, honesty, integrity, job relevant knowledge, their intelligence. These all are the some traits that covers under this theory. Now the second theory we will discuss about is behavioral theory. Behavioral theory, basically it is a theory that based on the idea that all behaviors are acquired through conditionings. It also covers three leadership styles that comes under this behavioral theory, that is autocratic, democratic and the least friends theory. In autocratic, what will the leaders do? They make all the decisions themselves. In democratic leadership styles, their leader take an action role. The active role belongs to the leader, but the leader will also involve in that activity, was also involves other persons in that particular activity. Now come to the third and the last style that comes under this behavioral theory is laissez-faire theory. Leaders are hands off and allow total freedom. I mean, they give the total liberty to the members, so they can take the decisions that is related, and it is one of the best theory I found from my point of view, because all the members have their own freedom and literacy to take certain decisions, so the involvement and the indulgence of the other persons was good enough, and they will get themselves to be more active and involvement, their major involvement in that particular field.
My name is Survi Sharma and my roll number is 55. So here is the description slide of behavioral theory, and under this we can see that what leader actually do. Success is not something that can be achieved by doing nothing, but it is something that can be achieved by describable action. As everything has a few implications, so this theory also have implications that leadership qualities can be learned. Because everyone has the quality of leadership, but they do need to identify this quality. So the next slide is contingency and situational theory, where all the focus is on followers, not on the leader. Because first model is Fiedler model, which was created by Fred Fiedler in the mid 1960s. In this theory, it is defined that there is no one best style of leadership. The effectiveness of a leader is depend on the conditions. Under this, there are one method, that is LPC questionnaire, in which it is identified that whether a person is task oriented or relationship oriented. If the LPC of a person is high, then the person is relationship oriented. But if the LPC is low, then the person is task oriented. The next model under this theory is Hershey and Blanchard situational theory, which is also known as SLT theory. In this, all the focus is on followers, because followers are the one who can create a leader or destroy a leader. So in this, a leader will take certain decisions according to their followers need. Suppose if a followers are unable and unwilling to do anything, then the leader should give them clear instructions and guide them properly. But if a followers is unable and willing to do anything, then the leader should be more inclined on high task orientations. And if the followers are able but unwilling to do anything, then the leader should support them. So all this theory define that a leader should take decisions and should understand the situation as per the followers need.
Hello everyone. Now I would like to tell you about the further situational theory, that is LMX theory, leader member exchange theory. It is argued that because of time pressure, some of the time leaders establish a special relationship with their followers, and because of that followers have a trusted highly attention of their leaders, and they are more likely to receive a highly privilege from their followers, and that followers have a highly performance rate, less turnover ratio, and they have a highly job satisfaction with their job. The next is path goal theory. It was developed by Robert House. The essential part of this theory is that the leader's job provide the information, support, and necessary resources to their follower for achieve their goal in a job. And the term path goal is derived from that the leader's job is always to clarify the path for their followers to achieve their goal and make the journey along with the easier path. In that theory, they have four behaviors of the leader: directive leader, supportive leader, participative leader, and achievement oriented leader. They all are clarified with their name. Directive leader always show the direct for the achievement of the goal. Supportive leader always show the friendly nature and always concerned with their followers, and the participative leader always uses the suggestion of their follower in a decision making. And achievement oriented leader, they always set a challenge for their followers to gain the expected result from their followers. Now, next is leader participation theory. It was developed by Victor Vroom and Philpin. It is a theory related to the leadership behavior and participation in the decision making. And it is a leadership theory that provides a set of rules to determine the form and amount of participation in a decision making in a different situation. Now, I would like to tell you about the overview of a topic about the leadership. A good leadership leads the people from above them, but a great leader always leads the people from within them. Thank you.